Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Virgo. It is not by chance that your eyes have arrived at these words, Virgo. It is not a game of fate nor a mere coincidence. You have been guided here, at this precise moment, because the invisible forces that govern the cosmos have decided to speak to you. The breath of eternity pushes you to listen to what is opening before you. You did not seek this message. This message sought you, and today it reveals itself as a divine mandate that crosses the stars, the cards, and the secret vibrations of the universe. Ask yourself, Virgo, why now? Why in this precise second when your heart feels restless and your mind is wrapped in questions that seem to have no answer? It is not coincidence, it is destiny. It is not chance, it is calling. It is not accident, it is revelation. From the very beginning, the cards whisper a warning. I see shadows stretching behind you. Hidden enemies who do not always wear a stranger's face. Some disguise themselves as friendships that smile. Others camouflage themselves in your own thoughts seeking to stop your advance. You have carried chains woven by unspoken words, by unjust judgments, and by doubts born from comparison. But listen closely, Virgo. Chains are there to be broken, not to become accustomed to them. Divine justice is already moving in your favor. What was hidden will come to light. What was a lie will fall like a worn mask. The stars indicate that Mars and Mercury on your path awaken energies of confrontation. Who dared to doubt you, Virgo? Who tried to extinguish the lamp of your clarity? Do not fear, for the wheel of cosmic justice turns slowly, but it never stops. Betrayal, envy, and words laced with poison will return to their origin like inverted arrows. Do not fear the hidden enemy, for what is hidden ceases to be when light enters. You are that light. Now I give you a sacred decree that you must repeat within yourself 3 times throughout this message, as a key that opens portals of faith and strength. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Say it firmly, say it softly or in your heart, but plant this seed right now. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Can you not feel it? The air changes, your skin vibrates. There is a murmur in the invisible confirming that you are not alone. The stars protect you, the cards show you a path, and although the storm rises, your spirit already knows the dawn approaches. Virgo, your sign is earth, it is root, it is discipline, but today the message you receive is deeper. It is not time to remain rigid like stone, but to become the seed that breaks through the soil and rises toward the light. Your mission in this cycle is not to resist as rock, but to be reborn as a tree. You have felt that effort does not always receive reward, that you give and sometimes receive so little. But listen, the balance of the universe tilts. Divine justice prepares its act, and there will be no debt left unpaid, no tear without an answer, no effort without multiplication. The tarot shows me the tower, collapse of old structures, downfall of what no longer serves, an earthquake that shakes to awaken. And next to it, the sun. Clarity after the storm, victory that rises among ruins, joy that shines brighter because it knew the darkness. Virgo, prepare yourself, because first lies will fall, and then you will shine. In love, the cards are clear. There are wounds that come from unspoken words. Silence is heavier than screams. Some Virgos have given too much without receiving the same dedication, and now they feel their hearts tired of waiting. Others have closed doors out of fear of being hurt again. But hear this. True love does not flee, real love does not hide. And soon, very soon, a sentimental revelation will touch your life. It may be divine justice that cleanses a bond that still burns, or it may be the arrival of a new face that illuminates what was dimmed. What is certain is that love will find you, for that which is written in the sky cannot be stopped. In the material and work field, Virgo, be aware. Not everyone around you desires your growth. Some watch your steps with the wish to imitate you, but others do so with resentment for not being able to reach you. Do not share all your plans. Guard the seed before showing the fruit. The stars reveal that a financial opportunity opens, but also a test. Will you cling to what is safe out of fear, or will you step into the new trusting your wisdom? The universe wants you to trust, to release fear, to believe in your capacity to multiply. Virgo, you know how to work with detail, you know how to build with patience, and the reward comes to those who do not falter. The decree echoes once again. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Repeat it now, because by repeating it you send your energy into the universe and create an echo of power that returns multiplied. In the middle of this message, I want you to write in the comments a phrase of power, to seal this encounter with destiny. Write, I accept divine justice and open myself to abundance. Write it with faith, because in doing so you are not only declaring, you are sealing a covenant with the universe that watches you. And listen carefully, Virgo. As a way of honoring the universe for these signs that come to you today, give a like to this message. It is not an empty gesture, it is a commitment to yourself, a way of opening the doors so that more revelations arrive. Each time you give thanks with action, the universe responds with blessing. Give a like as one lights a candle of gratitude, for thus you ensure that more messages will continue to come into your life to guide you toward the transformation you have long awaited. Virgo, the color that vibrates with you today is deep blue, because it symbolizes clarity in the storm and calm that comes after the struggle. Your lucky numbers are revealed as 7, 11, and 21. Numbers that mark cycles of learning, justice fulfilled, and victory crowned. Your spiritual energy is rising. It is like a river that seemed stagnant and now begins to flow with unstoppable force. Remember, chains are destined to be broken, masks to fall, shadows to fade. Who can stop the sun when it decides to rise? No one. So will be your destiny, Virgo. What seems dark today, tomorrow will shine more brightly. One last time, as a key that opens all doors, repeat with me this decree. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. And thus ends this first part of your revelation, Virgo. A warning, an awakening, a certainty. Darkness does not have the final word. What comes is light, is justice, is rebirth. Virgo, listen carefully. The message you receive does not end in warning, because the universe does not only show shadows, it also opens paths of light. If destiny has brought you here, it is because your soul was ready to awaken. How many times did you think you were alone? How many times did you feel that your efforts were invisible, that your giving dissolved into an unjust silence? Today the cards show me that this loneliness was not abandonment, but preparation. It was the fertile ground the universe cultivated in silence so that now, in this cycle, you may sprout with strength. Do not ignore this sign. The tarot reveals that you have been tested by fire. The hermit appears before you, not as punishment, but as a reminder of your inner power. You, Virgo, have walked through nights where silence screamed louder than 1,000 voices. You have traveled paths where it seemed only your footsteps accompanied you. And yet, here you are, beating, seeking, believing. That is not coincidence. It is proof that your spirit has a mission that goes beyond what you can now see. But alongside the hermit, the star also emerges. A card of faith, of rebirth, of guidance in darkness. Virgo, do you understand what this means? You have carried burdens that did not belong to you. You have been the support of others while no one supported your back, and still your heart did not surrender. Now the cosmos returns that devotion to you in the form of unexpected miracles. What seemed lost will come back multiplied. What you thought extinguished will be reborn in flame. The hidden enemy I warned you of earlier is not always external. Sometimes it is your own mind doubting itself, the inner voice comparing and demanding until it becomes cruel. Virgo, enough of condemning yourself for not being perfect. You were not created to be perfect. You were created to be light. And light does not need perfection, it needs presence. Ask yourself, how much longer will you allow doubt to steal your peace? The universe asks you today to release self-condemnation, to break that invisible chain that weighs heavier than any external betrayal. Let us repeat together the decree, for here the energy intensifies. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Do not say it with fear, say it with certainty. Your voice is vibration, and your vibration is creation. Every time you pronounce it, you open invisible doors and claim what already belongs to you, your power. Virgo, divine justice is already in motion. Do you know what that means? It means that every tear you shed was written in the book of destiny, and now comes the hour of restitution. Those who spoke against you will be confronted with truth. Those who tried to diminish you will face their own emptiness. The universe does not forget. Virgo. Justice may delay, but it does not fail. And what was blocked will begin to open like a river breaking through a dam. In the spiritual realm, I feel that guides surround you. Ancestors, protectors, energies that walk with you even if you cannot see them. Perhaps you have dreamed of faces you do not recognize or felt presences in moments of silence. It is not imagination. These are your guardians who draw closer now more than ever, because they know you are entering a cycle of awakening. Do not fear these signs. Embrace them. When you feel a sudden shiver, when a butterfly crosses your path, when a number repeats without reason, understand. These are messages from the universe confirming you are in alignment. Virgo, love also shines strongly in this revelation. The cards say that someone from your past thinks of you, someone still carrying unspoken words and feelings that never died. But here you must listen with wisdom. Not everything that returns is meant to stay. Some return so you can close a cycle. Others come back to show you how much you have grown. Do not close your heart out of fear, but do not open it without discernment either. True love, the one marked by the stars, does not bind you, it frees you. It does not wound you, it heals you. It does not dim you, it ignites you. And that love, Virgo, is approaching. Be ready to recognize it, for it will not be as you imagined, it will be deeper. In the economic and professional field, the revelation is clear. Changes are coming. This is not a time of stagnation. It is a time of movement. Opportunities may present themselves that at first seem uncertain, but within that uncertainty hides your leap into abundance. Do not cling to fear. The tarot shows the Chariot. Advance, conquest, victory. Virgo, trust in your ability. What others see as excess in detail, in you is talent. What others perceive as rigidity, in you is divine precision. The universe wants you to use that ability not to serve in silence, but to shine. Now, as a decree and as a key that opens roads, write in the comments, I release the invisible chains and open my arms to abundance. Do it with faith, Virgo, because it is not just writing, it is decreeing, it is sealing in words what the universe already wants to deliver to you. And as you do so, remember also to give thanks. Give a like to this message, not only as a gesture toward the one who shares it, but as a symbol of gratitude to the universe itself. It is a small act that becomes a great echo. Every time you give thanks, abundance flows more strongly toward you. Your color now is gold, Virgo. Gold symbolizes victory, prosperity, and divine light. Surround yourself with it, in objects, in clothing, in meditations. Let its vibration constantly remind you that you deserve abundance. Your numbers of power are 3, 9, and 33. Numbers of closing cycles and opening miracles. Virgo, never forget. Darkness does not define your path, the light you carry within does. And though some tried to extinguish it, though you yourself doubted it, that light remains alive, beating, growing. No one can extinguish what the universe has ignited. Once again, Repeat the decree with strength. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Feel how it vibrates in your chest, how your energy shifts, how the invisible begins to align in your favor. You are no longer the same person who began reading these words. You have awakened, you have remembered, you have claimed your power. And this, Virgo, is only the beginning. Virgo, take a deep breath. The universe asks me to tell you that what is coming is not for everyone. It is for you, because you have endured what others could not, because you sowed in dry ground and still waited for the rain. Now the waters of blessing begin to fall upon your path, and what seemed dead begins to bloom. You are not reading these words by chance, you did not come here randomly. You arrived because your soul was crying out for a sign and the universe responded. The cards speak clearly. Judgment appears, the card of revelation and justice. Virgo, do you know what that means? It means the accounts are balanced, that emotional, karmic, and material debts are brought into order. Those who took advantage of your nobility will feel the weight of their own actions. Not through your revenge, but through universal justice. And you, who so often gave without receiving, will now receive multiplied. Can you feel it? It is like a river beginning to overflow, like a current that can no longer be stopped. But listen closely. This rebirth comes with a test. The universe will ask you, will you trust in your light, or will you return to doubting it? For the temptation will be to go back to fear, to the habit of making yourself small, of yielding your power so as not to disturb others. Do not do it, Virgo. This is your time, and your decree shines once again as a torch in the darkness. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Say it again, say it with faith. Say it as if your voice were thunder echoing through mountains. Because your voice today is not voice, it is decree, it is creation. Love draws near strongly in your reading. The stars mark encounters, connections that cannot be explained with logic, souls that recognize each other even before words are spoken. Virgo, someone comes to knock at your door, and it will not be just any love. It will be a love that brings lessons of growth. You may choose whether to open the door or not, but you will recognize it by a sign. Their gaze will speak louder than 1,000 speeches, and in their presence you will feel peace. And remember this. True love does not make you doubt your worth. True love reminds you of who you are. For some Virgos, this love will be someone new. For others, a reunion with someone from the past who returns transformed. How can you know which is yours? Watch their actions, not their words. Real love is shown, not proclaimed. In the work and financial field, Virgo, the cards show the magician. Creativity, power of manifestation, the ability to transform the invisible into matter. The universe is handing you tools you did not have before. Perhaps you feel new ideas, new opportunities that once seemed impossible. Do not ignore them. The magician tells you that you have everything necessary to multiply your income, to open professional paths, to create abundance beyond the known. But beware. Not everyone must know your plans. Abundance grows best in silence, protected, before being revealed to the world. Virgo, write this phrase in the comments as a decree of power. I receive the abundance that the universe has destined for me. Do it with faith, and as you write it, understand that you are not asking. You are claiming what is already yours. And after writing it, give thanks to the universe in a symbolic way. Give a like to this message, as one who lights a candle of gratitude. That gesture is a key. With it you confirm that you are ready to receive more signs, more messages, more revelations. It is not a click, it is a commitment to your own awakening. Virgo, your spiritual energy continues to rise. I see your aura changing colors, from the gray you carried from exhaustion, to the blue and gold now breaking through. This means clarity, intuition, connection with the divine. Do not ignore your intuition, Virgo. When something within you says, yes, even without proof, trust it. When something within you says, no, even though everyone approves, trust it. Intuition is your compass, and now it is sharper than ever. Your hidden enemies are already beginning to unmask themselves. Some will do so with words, others with attitudes. Do not stoop to their level. Do not answer poison with poison. Divine justice will deal with them. You concentrate on your path, on your mission, on your rebirth. And speaking of mission, Virgo, there is something you must remember. You did not come into this world just to survive. You came to shine, to guide, to teach by your example. Your discipline, your attention to detail, your dedication are not flaws. They are gifts. The universe wants you to use your light not only for yourself but also to ignite others. You are like a lamp that can illuminate paths in the darkness. But first you must recognize that your own light is intact. Virgo, listen carefully. Your colors now are emerald green and white. Green, symbol of healing, heart-opening, and prosperity. White, symbol of purity, cleansing, and divine connection. Wear them, surround yourself with them. Invoke them in your meditation. And your numbers of power are revealed as 8, 14, and 44. Numbers of strength, abundance, and stability. Now, once more, repeat the decree that has already become your sacred key. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Feel how those words imprint upon your soul, how they ignite a fire that nothing and no one can extinguish. That fire is your destiny, your essence, your victory. Virgo, the tarot shows me that the coming months will be months of radical transformation. There will be changes that at first seem chaotic, but behind them is your blessing. Do not cling to the old. Do not resist change. Collapse is necessary so that the new temple may be built. What temple? The temple of your renewed life, of your abundance, of your true love. Always remember, the darkness you crossed was not to destroy you, it was to forge you. The betrayal you endured was not to break you, it was to teach you to discern. The tears you shed were not in vain, they were the seeds that now blossom into joy. Virgo, trust. The universe does not make mistakes, and if you are here reading these words, it is because a new chapter opens before you. One where justice is fulfilled, where love heals, where abundance flows, and where your spirit rises. Virgo, you have already felt it. Something within you awakens, as if your soul remembers what it had forgotten. This is not just any message, it is a calling that shakes you from the depths. You are not here by accident. You arrived because it was the exact moment when your spirit had to hear the truth. Divine justice is fulfilled, and your victory is inevitable. The cards open and show the Emperor. Power, stability, sovereignty over your life. Virgo, for a long time you felt governed by circumstances, that the threads were in someone else's hands. But the Emperor appears to remind you that the threads were always yours, that destiny was never a cruel master, but a reflection of your faith and your courage. Now those threads are tightening and beginning to respond to you. You decide, you create, you choose. The Wheel of Fortune also appears. Unexpected turns, surprises that change your course. Virgo, what seemed lost will be recovered. What seemed impossible will become tangible. The wheel does not stop, and now it turns in your favor. Remember, fortune is not luck. It is justice disguised as miracle. But listen well. With victory also comes responsibility. The universe asks you not to use your triumph to humiliate anyone, not to stoop to the level of those who wanted to see you fall. Your victory will be so great you will not need words. Your light will speak for you. And those who doubted, those who criticized, those who tried to extinguish you, will have no choice but to recognize the obvious. Virgo's light shines brighter than ever. Virgo, repeat with me the decree, because it is here that your victory is sealed. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Yes, say it firmly. Say it as a warrior proclaiming their triumph. Say it as a soul that no longer fears. For this is your time, and no dark force can stop you. In love, the stars and cards reveal that destiny begins to align to bring you encounters that will mark your life. True love approaches, not as a fleeting illusion, but as a fulfilled promise. It may arrive in the form of someone new entering like an unexpected light, or it may be the rebirth of a bond that seemed dead but was destined to transform into something greater. What matters is that the universe does not want to see you alone, Virgo. The love that comes is healing, profound, just. It will be someone who sees you not only for what you do, but for who you are. Money and work also change vibration. I see opportunities opening unexpectedly. A promotion, a new business, a project that seemed small and now grows into greatness. Virgo, this is the time of harvest. You sowed with discipline, with patience, with dedication, and now you receive what belongs to you. But remember, do not share your abundance with everyone. Not everyone deserves the intimacy of your prosperity. Abundance blooms best when it is guarded. Write in the comments, as a decree and seal of victory, I claim my abundance, my love, and my divine justice. By doing so, you are not just writing words. You are sealing in the universe your commitment to your own destiny. And as you write, honor this message. Give it a like as a symbol of gratitude. That gesture is more than a click. It is an act of faith, a key that opens invisible doors. With every act of gratitude, the universe multiplies the blessings flowing toward you. Virgo, your spiritual energy rises toward its peak. You are now like a lighthouse, not only illuminating your own path, but guiding others. Remember that what you go through is not only for you, it is also for those who will come after. Your trials, your tears, your victories will be testimony for others seeking their light. You are an example, Virgo, even if you do not always see it. The colors now opening before you are purple and silver. Purple, symbol of royalty, spiritual power, and connection with the divine. Silver, symbol of purity, intuition, and protection. Surround yourself with these colors, wear them in details, invoke them in your daily life, because their vibration will remind you of who you are and what the universe is doing in your life. Your lucky numbers for this cycle are 5, 12, and 50. The 5 announces changes, movements pulling you out of the old to carry you into the new. The 12 symbolizes divine perfection, the closing of cycles that transform into achievements. The 50 brings freedom, expansion, and total victory. Virgo, pay attention. Prophetic dreams may come to you during this time. They are not ordinary dreams. They are messages. The universe will use symbols, faces, landscapes. Wake up attentive, for each detail is a sign guiding your destiny. Now, Virgo, once more, decree with strength. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Feel how as you say it, every chain breaks, how your spirit is freed, how your life opens to the new. This decree is no longer just a phrase. It is your identity. The tarot also shows the High Priestess. Hidden wisdom, awakened intuition, secrets revealed. Virgo, prepare yourself, because in the coming days you will see revelations that change your perspective. People showing their true faces, hidden truths emerging, paths you did not see before now opening before you. Do not fear it. Give thanks for it. The truth always liberates. Virgo, this is your time. The universe shouts it, the cards confirm it, the stars reveal it. Justice is fulfilled, abundance arrives, love heals, victory shines. Do not doubt it, do not delay it, do not deny it. This is your destiny. Virgo, you have already walked through the path of warnings, revelations, rebirth, and the victory that was foretold. Now you stand at the summit of the message, at the fullness of the cycle. And do not forget, none of what you have heard has been coincidence. You were chosen to receive it, because your spirit cried out for answers, because your heart needed confirmation, because your path asked for guidance. This message came to you as divine mandate, as response to your questions, as a key that opens the doors of your destiny. The final cards reveal themselves and show the world fullness, perfect closure, complete victory. Virgo, it means that everything you went through, the tears, the doubts, the betrayals, the silences, was not in vain. Everything led you to this point where the wheel completes itself and the universe hands you the fruit of your endurance. You are like a traveler who has crossed dark seas and now steps upon firm land overflowing with abundance. But alongside the world also appears strength. And it is no coincidence. Strength reminds you that your triumph is not achieved by external imposition, but by mastery of your inner self. True victory, Virgo, is not over others, but over yourself. And you have achieved it. You tamed fear, conquered doubt, freed your spirit from chains. Can you see it now? What once seemed weakness is now your strength. What once made you fall is now your impulse to fly. Love is also crowned in this closing. The stars mark a sacred bond, an encounter that transcends the physical. Virgo, the love that arrives, or the one that is reborn, is not just any love. It is a soul love, a love written in destiny, a love that heals old wounds and ignites a new fire. Prepare yourself, for the love that comes will not ask you to change who you are, but to be more yourself than ever. And when it comes, you will understand why everything before did not work. Because the universe was preparing you for the true. In money and work, this ending marks consolidation. The tarot once again shows the sun. Clarity, success, abundance. Your efforts are finally recognized. Your discipline becomes tangible prosperity. Virgo, do not fear. The flow of abundance is moving toward you. And it is not small abundance, it is multiplied abundance, because the universe rewards with greatness those who sow with patience and dedication. Virgo, write in the comments as the final decree of power. I receive my destiny of victory, love, and divine abundance. Do it with faith, because these words are final seal, sacred covenant, definitive key. And as you do, give thanks. Give a like to this message as symbol of gratitude to the universe for what you have received. It is not an empty gesture. It is a declaration to the cosmos that you are ready to receive more. Every act of gratitude opens a new channel of blessings. In giving thanks, you become magnet for more miracles. Virgo, your final colors are gold and sky blue. Gold, because it symbolizes your victory, your abundance, and your divine light. Sky blue, because it represents the calm, peace, and mental clarity now arriving to you. Carry them with you, surround yourself with them, invoke them in meditation. And your lucky numbers are sealed as 1, 10, and 100. The beginning, the complete achievement, and infinite multiplication. Remember the decree that has been the key to your entire journey and that now becomes your shield and crown. Nothing and no one will ever extinguish the light that lives within me. Yes, Virgo, say it once more. Say it as one proclaiming their truth to the universe. Say it as one who knows they have conquered. Say it as one who no longer doubts their power. Because that light is your essence, your destiny, your victory. Virgo, what comes now is expansion. The universe opens paths for you, and you are no longer the same person who began reading these words. You have awakened, you have claimed, you have been reborn. And though life will still bring tests, you will no longer fear, because you know your light is invincible. This message ends, but the energy it has planted within you does not fade. Carry it with you in your daily life. Remember it in your moments of doubt. Repeat the decrees when you need them. For the universe has already decreed over you victory, love, abundance, justice. Virgo, never forget. You did not come here by coincidence. You came because your spirit asked and the universe answered. And now, with all my maternal and prophetic heart, I bid you farewell with these words. May divine justice be fulfilled in you. May true love embrace you. May abundance flow without measure. And may your light never, never be extinguished. So it is, so it shall be, so it is done.